Hello, this is Norma and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making some bitter ball in Kittley, and I will be using the one that I had steamed. I had it in my freezer. This is the bag of bitter ball. For people who don't know, or some people call it garden eggs. If you don't know what it looks like, this is it. So like I said, I steamed it. I had it in my freezer, and this is what the Kittley looks like, and it's bitter. So you can boil it and waste the water and boil it a lot to get the bitterness out. If you like it bitter, you just steam it and waste the water once. Yeah, I have some Carolina Reaper for my garden that I'm going to be using. It's one of the hottest pepper in the world. But people know who've been following me, they know I love pepper. So I'm going to use 4. And I've got some yellow onion. I've got some garlic right here. I'm going to be using Malanga Coco, or some people call it Malanga root. And they have the fat one like this, or they have one that's kind of skinny and longer. So it has a lot of potassium in there, and when you cut it, it has this little pink, it's like streaks in there. It's all through it. And I read somewhere that if you have diabetes or if you have pressure, because of the potassium, is good. Like everything else that we eat, just make sure you don't overeat. So I have some salt right here. I have garlic powder, adobo seasoning with 2 Maggi cubes. That's what I'm seasoning mine with. You can season how you like it. I have some chicken bouillon, and I have some black pepper. So let's start. I will show you my meats after I blend my vegetables. Okay, here I have chicken feet. I've blanched it. I have bone. I have some pork. I have the hard chicken in there. I have beef. And I also have smoked pork. But I'm going to cut it in little pieces and put it in there before I put it on the stove to cook. Let me cut up the smoked pork, and I'll be back. For your meats, you can use any kind you want. I cut it up. This is the size, so I'm going to put it in my pot, and we're going to start boiling all the meats that's in there. I've put the pot on the fire, and I'm going to put all my mixed vegetables. That was the pepper, onion, and garlic. I'm going to put black pepper, some chicken bouillon, some ground garlic powder, some salt, and some adobo seasoning. Let's stir that. I will show you on one of my videos how I blanch my chicken feet. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to cover it and let it steam for 10 minutes, and I'll be back. Now that it's steaming, I'm going to cut my Malanga Coco. Make sure you wash it well first before you cut it. When it's big, sometimes it's easier if you just cut it in pieces before you take the skin off. It is a hard root. It takes about 25 to 30 minutes. See what I told you about the pink stripes that's all in there. You see I'm taking all the skin off. Let me get it all off and I'll be back to show you the next process. I've cut it. I don't know if I told you earlier, but it has like a nutty taste. And you can find it in the Asian markets. And I like to cut it like this. So this is how I like to cut mine. Because you don't want to cook it. You don't want to leave it in big slices like this, and you cook it and the outside is cooked and the inside is raw. So this is how I'm doing all of them. I have some water on the stove that I'm going to boil, put a little bit of salt and drop it in. But let me cut it all and I'll be back. It's been steaming for 10 minutes. Let me take it out. See how much juice the meat has produced just because I had it covered. So this is it. And now I'm going to put water in there. I'm going to put in my 2 Maggi cubes. Cover it and let it cook. The water has come to a boil. I'm just going to put a little bit of salt. I'm going to drop my Malanga roots in there. I had it on high because I wanted it to come to a boil. But once I drop all the root, I'm going to turn it to medium low and let it cook so the inside can also be done. And I'm going to cook it about 20 to 25 minutes. And then I'll be. And make sure you cover your pot. Okay, now that I have a pot of oil, and I'm just going to put my bitter ball and my chocolate in there. Make sure you have it steamed if you want to do it this way. Don't just take it raw. I'm going to put a little bit of salt, just a tiny bit. A little bit of chicken bouillon. And my adobo seasoning. And I'm going to let it fry about 10 minutes and I'll be back to show you. It won't be ready, but I'll just show you what it looks like. It's been frying for 10 minutes. And mash it as you go along, and make sure you watch it because you don't want it to burn. I have my stove on medium low. Just mash as much as you can, and it's easy because it's been steamed before. I'll fry that another 10 minutes and I'll be back. It's been another 10 minutes. And I'm just going to continue to let it fry. I'm waiting for the meats to be ready and we'll go on to the next process. It's been cooking for 20 minutes. I'm going to stick my knife in there. And it went through, so it's ready. I'm going to drain the water out of it. That's my Malanga Coco. Okay, now my meats have dried down the water. I'm going to put it in here, the liquid. And I'm going to let this cook for about 20 minutes and I will be back. It's on low medium. It's been frying for 15 minutes. Meat, the fish, chicken, everything I have boiled. I took the chicken feet out earlier because I didn't want it to get too soft. I'm going to stir and let it fry down about another 15 minutes to mix up, and then I'll be able to serve my food. Rest of the meat. Rest of the chicken feet. And mix that up. And I will be back when it's ready. This is my bitter boar and Kittley. I should have used a bigger pot. I'm about to plate my food and show you what it looks like. I plated my food. Try that Malanga root. You will not regret it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification button so each time I upload you will be notified. Bye bye.